with nuts.
Our hormones, funny you should say that, start changing from puberty and continue to do so right throughout our lives. And what we feed our bodies can affect how we feel.
Yes. Well, this food might look naughty. It certainly plays nice with our insides. So here to show us how the Happy Hormone Cookbook, Emma Ellis-Flint and Jill Kite. Good morning, ladies. Welcome to you.
Good morning.
Now, we're talking about a chocolate mousse cake that's healthy.
Absolutely.
Right? How do we start?
Okay, how do we start? Well, to make the chocolate mousse, we have avocados, ripe avocados, as we're doing, Jill and I are doing. And then we add in a bit of raw cacao powder, because that's a prebiotic
That's the cheaty
food.
chocolate thing. Right?
That's right. So the raw cacao powder has phytonutrients in it and also has a prebiotic in it, great for your gut. Then we add in a little bit of nut butter, a little bit of sweetness with maple syrup, pinch of salt, which brings out the chocolate flavour. And you have the most tasty, gorgeous mousse that is actually great for you. Really fantastic.
So we're making two different things here. We're making the mousse over there, which we're going to actually use as a mousse.
Yes.
But you're making this as the frosting
I am.
the gluten-free cake. And take us through the gluten-free cake.
I will, absolutely. So with this gluten-free cake I developed for the Happy Hormone Cookbook, it's got lots and lots of nuts in it, anti-inflammatory nuts. It's got olive oil in it, extra virgin olive oil. Once again, anti-inflammatory. It's got cacao powder in it, as I was describing before. And you put that all together with some eggs binding it, a little bit of water to keep it moist, a little bit of sweetness, and there you've got a cake you could eat every day that would be healthy.
There is a great move towards this type of food now, isn't there? Because if we were talking about this 10 years ago, it wouldn't have got too much traction, but now people are looking for these great ideas to get tasty but get healthy at the same time.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing that's really great about this recipe is it takes about 30 minutes to do the whole preparation, and it's great for an afternoon tea, for a dinner. We had girlfriends over for lunch yesterday and we sat around and ate chocolate cake, and it was healthy. It was fantastic.
I had girlfriends over for lunch with chocolate cake yesterday as well.
Did you really? Yes. No, you didn't. So it's not a great riser, this cake, though. We shouldn't be concerned about that.
Not at all. It has a teeny bit of baking powder in it. But if you want a great riser, then we have to add in nutrients that perhaps, like flour, would help it rise up. And so that actually means that I'd like to compromise a little bit on a height of the cake for health.
Okay.
Tastes amazing. And once you see it with the frosting on, I think you'll agree to me it's kind of got that look.
Let's do
So
that.
have we got everything in here?
We have got everything
right,
in,
so we just pop it on the food processor.
Making the chocolate mousse. I'm going to chop up a bit of hazelnuts here to decorate the top of the cake with.
And we're going to give it just a quick go. And then what we do is, well, a little bit more than that. Okay. But then we'll just pack it down around the sides. It probably just needs about a minute. Okay. And then you've got this beautiful smooth mousse.
Oh, we need to taste this.
Looks beautiful.
Oh, yeah. So let's get it ready for you so you can have a good taste.
Okay. Now, so we're going to also dish that up.
Yeah,
Jill,
so this is, I'm making some little chocolatinis, so it's exactly the same recipe. So you can eat it as a frosting on the cake, as Emma's doing right there, or you can put it into little shot glasses, maybe add a little bit of honey-sweetened yoghurt, and I'm going to put a couple of little edible flowers. These are beautiful violets out of one of Emma's friends' gardens.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And then I'm decorating up
So
here.
we can all just go to Emma's friend's garden and get that if we're doing this?
This is all about keeping our hormones happy.
Happy and
so
balanced.
what foods do that?
Well, that's a big question, and that's why we wrote a whole book about it. But primarily, it's trying to get an anti-inflammatory body through these sort of foods, great quality oils, also excellent fibre, like with pulses and legumes and things like that, like lentils and chickpeas, and mashing them into things. And also lots and lots of fabulous, brightly coloured vegetables. So you can imagine your day filled with those foods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're talking about, so if we had, hypothetically, a Christmas party on Friday night.
Right.
And feeling overly inflamed at this point, this cake isn't going to
not at all. Honestly,
it's a lifestyle,
Larry,
right?
honestly, you could eat this every day. It is so good for you. It is just truly. All right.
Well,
so shall I cut a piece so you can have a try?
So this is part of your whole philosophy that food really is medicine, Jill. That's sort of part of what you guys are all about.
Absolutely. So what you eat is really important for keeping you well. And there's so many fabulous natural foods that are really easy to prepare that can keep you well. But the other thing that we do have in the book is what we call our wisdom tips, which are about lifestyle. So, it's not only what you eat, but it's actually how you have time out for yourself, make sure you exercise,
Completely.
And so we run weekend retreats, which have mindfulness, yoga, bushwalking, gardening, as well as cooking. And people just find that time out for themselves fabulous.
Do you know what happened?
Yeah.
I took a bite of this cake and the sun just came out in the studio. Like, it was like, I feel like I'm on a wellness retreat and the sun has come
I'm
out.
glad you feel good, but all you are doing, I'm going to tell you now, you are inflaming the lighting department with your behaviour. So,
Well, the lighting department should get an umbrella to put over you there. This is
ladies, thank you
really
so
nice.
much. You can find the recipes on our website. And for more, the Happy Hormone Cookbook is out now.
Carly?
Perhaps you should get the lighting department a copy of it.
Carly, could you do me a favour?
This is really bad. It's really bad.
Carly, could you do me a favour?
Move, though.
Could you do me a favour?
Yes.
Could you rub some 15 plus into my back, please? In just a moment. Wait, ladies, this is really lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Way back in 1964, the Shangri-Las scored their first #1 hit.
Is that better?
Oh, yeah, that's good. You can probably guess, I'm wearing a hat tomorrow. You can probably guess what song it was, or can you? Hey, Grace.